What's going on, y'all? I'm Czar, and in this video we're taking a look at the Big Freq EQ from Empirical Labs. This has been updated to version 1.3, adding some new features that we'll be taking a look at in this video. If you're not familiar with the Big Freq EQ, this is Empirical Labs EQ that's one of the most versatile EQ plugins I've used, as well as creative at the same time. It's got 6 bands of parametric EQ available to you. You've got a high pass and low pass filter, as well as a low shelf and high shelf, and you have a finisher, which is essentially adding saturation, and you've got oversampling available as well. So new features included in this now: they've added AAX DSP support for Pro Tools users using DSP systems, and venue support for those in live sound. The CPU usage is now more efficient across Mac and Windows. We've got some preset updates, and we also have a new A to B comparison where you can flip between A and B settings in the plugin. Let's take a look at, or take a listen to, I should say, how this sounds. But first, let's just quickly go over these controls. A lot of this is self-explanatory as an EQ, but you will see some things that you won't typically see on other EQs. So let's take a look at those. In these 6 bands that we have here, you see an R, an F, and a S. The S is going to solo that band. R is going to select a 15 or 30 dB range. So right now it's plus or minus 15 dB. And if we click that, now we got plus or minus 30 dB. And the F just stands for focus. It's going to fine tune your frequency selection there. And one of the interesting things, let's go over to B here, but you can make some really interesting curves with this EQ. You can see we can go from very sharp, which is typical of an EQ, but then we can get a really flat curve there. And you can also change the slope as well. All right, so let's take a listen to this EQ. I've got this on this vocal. I've cut some low mids, added a little bit of high, and I'll bring it in and out so you can hear what the Big Freq EQ is doing to this vocal. And we're also adding a little bit of finisher here, and let's take a listen.
We're always moving fast. We barely get the chance to look each other in the eyes. My body begs for you tonight, yeah. I wish the time would cease, a moment you and me, no other company. I need a moment where we can just be next to each other. Baby, make a promise that you're gonna just lie here with me.
All right, so just using that high end to open it up some, you can hear it's a lot of warmth in this vocal here, and those low mids pull just a little bit out of that so we can keep some clarity going. But again, a very versatile EQ, and with those EQ slopes you can create, this can get really creative as well. So there's a look at the new features in the Big Freq EQ from Empirical Labs version 1.3. If you're using the Big Freq, definitely comment and let me know what you think about it. I think the next step for this plugin is to get an RTA, a real-time analyzer, in it. And I think that will pretty much make it complete for everything I would want to see in it. But I will have a link in the description if you want to pick this up, check it out, or learn more about it. There is a flash sale going on right now that you got about a day left to take advantage of if you're watching this on the day this video came out. The price is at $99 on the flash sale. Normal price for this is $149. Y'all know my rules with plugins. I never pay full price for plugins, so always wait for a sale. So good time to pick it up on this flash sale if you've been waiting for the price to drop on this. All right, if you enjoyed this video, I appreciate a thumbs up. And if you want to continue to see content from me, then you know what to do. Any questions, comments, let me know, and I'll catch y'all next time.